Hi, welcome to Wanderlust, it's Jonty here. I'm going to show you what my week looks like this week on HBL, Home-Based Learning. I'm a teacher here in Singapore and we've gone down to phase 2, heightened alert, which basically means that we can still socialise but in much smaller numbers and schools are closed. So this is what it's like working from home in Singapore. I like to start my day with a shower, opening the tap only halfway to conserve some water and do my bit for the environment. A double espresso gets me on my way, and then I catch up with my emails and some students before my morning's lessons. One of the great things about working from home means that for my hour's lunch, or a bit more than an hour's lunch, I can actually go down to the pool, which is awesome, can have a bit of a swim. Milo here is ready. We actually bought him this snorkel for Christmas 5 months ago, and what happened? You didn't like to use it, did you? Why not?
Because I didn't like to use it.
He wasn't sure how to use it, you can't really hear him. And but now he has finally learnt to enjoy it, and he's wearing it all the time, even indoors, with his flippers or fins, depending what you like to call them. So we're going to head down to the pool. I need to do some lengths, and he's going to enjoy his snorkel. What are you doing? He's gone to go and get the balls in. There's two. There's one over there and one over here somewhere. But he seems to have lost them both. I don't know if you can hear him on the camera, but he is laughing at himself. Only be able to get one at a time. So that's us done for our little swim. What is going on here? I can see. Being spied on by an overgrown child in a snorkel. It's been really good to come down and have a swim. We're going to head back up and have some lunch in a moment, but just thought I'd talk about my back for a bit. So I've had a bit of a bad back, actually for a really long time, but I've just been getting it sorted over the last few months. I'm feeling really good. I've been able to swim a little bit over the last couple of weeks, run a little bit, so I'm very happy about that. And we're going to head up to have some lunch. Okay, I'm just tucking it into some leftover Hokkien mee that Millie made yesterday evening, and I'm having it with some sambal from Batu Lesung, which is delicious, and I'm just gonna pop it on. I just thought I'd talk to you briefly about lunchtime on home-based learning versus lunchtime at school. Home-based learning, actually, my school I think has been brilliant with the way that they've timed everything out. We have an hour and a half for lunch on home-based learning. The idea behind it is that it's so easy. I'm sure you guys have had this if you work, to get kind of like screen fatigue, where you just get sick of being in front of the screen all the time. All of your communication is not face-to-face, it's kind of screen-to-screen or face-to-screen, and it's kind of irritating, and it gets frustrating, it gets tiring, and it's really hard to maintain your focus. So we've got an hour and a half block, which has been brilliant to be able to get in the pool, refresh, ready for my afternoon's lessons. In school I'd normally have 50 minutes, and 50 minutes is a really good amount of time. I think I really enjoy that time. Most of the time I get to actually have lunch and just have a bit of a break from the day, which is pretty key. I'd say 25% of the time I'll be working through, maybe a little bit more than that, working while I'm getting on with my eating while I'm working. But most of the time I get to just have lunch, which is awesome. So I'm going to gobble this down and then back for the afternoon's lessons. Milo and I have finished some school stuff for the day, and was it good? Good day? And we're going to go and check out a park nearby that we think exists where you can use the ball. So let's see if we can find it. Come. yeah, so we put the kids to bed and Millie's got a friend over and they're doing some church stuff online. So as you may have seen, I've got a new skateboard from the wonderful guys at 418 Skate Shop, and I'm going to try it out properly for the first time in a little while. So I've got it with me. Let's go! I'm just joining onto the park connector at Nickel Highway, which is a great place to join on. It's really close to the MRT station, just like crossing a road basically. I'm going to skate from here into that marina area, and you get the view and the approach from this side, which is just beautiful. For those of you who are not into Formula One car racing, Singapore is the home of the world's only night street race, shall I say. And this is the bit where they all line up, pole position and all, get ready for the race. This is pretty cool. I'm right on the tarmac right now, which is always awesome. And it's kind of weird to kind of experience it on some wheels. But one of the things I love about skateboarding is that it is pretty immersive. You're part of the environment around you, and yeah, I'm having a great time tonight. I often forget how big that Art Science Museum is. It is absolutely massive. And when you see it kind of in the, as part of the city skyline, it kind of just looks like this tiny little lotus flower nestled in within a bunch of buildings, but it is a monstrosity. And to be next to it, you know, I always forget how big it is. It's a really warm evening. Despite the COVID measures, people are still out. No more than their twos. People are really good at looking after the law and looking after each other, so people are out and about. There's a lot of people exercising. Obviously restaurants are shut, so people not out eating, but there's still a little bit of a buzz in the air. Not quite the normal Singapore city, but it is, I guess, a peaceful version, which is great. Finishing off my evening at Marina Bay Sands. It's been great. Just finishing off here just to take the train home basically. But it's been really cool. As much as I am a social person, I do love my own time, and to have a bit of space just to be able to chill out and to take it all in. It's a bit of a leveler for me. I get to kind of ponder the future, think about where we've come from, and yeah, I know that's kind of the arty-farty musician coming out of me maybe a little bit. But it's good for me, and I'm going to head off home now. Grab something to drink and then go to bed, ready for work tomorrow. Tuesday brought another day of shirt above the waist, shorts below the waist, as I enjoyed a really fun day of working from home. Right, so that's me done for the day, and I'm going to head off to the Cairo now, so I need to get myself sorted. And head over to Tanjong Pagar. So my Cairo Dr. Ben Tan is located here in Tanjong Pagar, which is a bit of a train journey away, but I don't mind. He's brilliant. I'm so happy with what Dr. Ben has been doing on my back. Yeah, a few weeks, months back, I was in so much pain, and to now be in a situation where I feel really comfortable. He's talking about how I'll be in a really good position of strength in the next couple of weeks, so that is huge news for me, and I'm really, really grateful. So, right, I need to go now to a supermarket and buy some stuff, and I'm going to bring you guys along. Tomorrow is Vesak Day, and so it's a public holiday, and we've got some friends coming for dinner, and I'm going to cook, so let's go get some supplies. Well, they've got some mint, but there is no parsley. Aloe vera, yes. Parsley, no. Even banana leaves, but no parsley. I've noticed in Singapore that it's quite hard to find good bread in supermarkets, and this one doesn't seem to have any good bread in it either, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So it turns out that the Giant store doesn't really hold very much. So fortunately in Singapore there are malls next to malls next to malls next to malls, and there is another mall here which has got another shopping centre, got another supermarket in it. So I'm going to go check that out now. Still no crusty bread, which is a bit of a surprise to be honest, but it's okay. Managed to find a few herbs here, so I'm going to go and pay for my things. All in all, that was a pretty unsuccessful trip, which is a bit of a shame. I've also missed dinner with the kids, so I'm going to head home, hopefully catch them before they go to bed, and have something to eat myself. And fortunately tomorrow is a day off, and so tomorrow I search for some bread and some coriander. I think that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much set on everything else, so no big deal. I managed to get hold of all of our ingredients in the end. The best thing I did was just go to our Fair Price Extra, which was nearby, and managed to get the last few bits. So I'm going to show you what we've got to cook in just a moment. But tonight we're cooking for our friends Clement and Vera, who you've seen a few times before on Wanderlust. But the problem with cooking for Vera in particular is that she's a food writer, so if you're going to cook, you've got to be on your game. I'm just going to show you what I've managed to pick up and what I'm going to cook today. So here we just have two small chickens. In the UK you won't be used to this, but it comes with its head on. There's the head. And then some loads of fresh produce, which I love. This little thing here just smells incredible already. We've got a dried chilli, we've got a couple of red onions boiled with garlic. This is mint. We've got underneath, hiding there, some parsley, some coriander. Underneath you've got some thyme, and then a couple of loaves. This is really hard to source in Singapore for some reason. In the UK you get these wherever you go, any supermarket or whatever, but here is just a regular farmhouse seeded loaf, and then this is a French sourdough loaf, which is going to be great, and this is all going to come together hopefully to create one delicious meal. Woohoo! Roast chicken salad with chimichurri sauce. Here we go. Good morning, it's Thursday. Here with my double espresso in the morning, getting ready for my classes. Millie and Aspen are both at school today, so Aspen's at school, Millie's at work. And I'm here working from home again with Milo. It is lunchtime, so I'm back out of a shirt and into a t-shirt. I always feel so much more comfortable in a t-shirt. Milo and I are just having some leftovers from a couple of days ago, some macaroni cheese. And then this afternoon we've got a little bit of extra time in my lesson. My timetable has a free lesson, and so what I'm going to do is Milo and I are going to learn a bit of ukulele. What do you think of Mummy's mac and cheese?
The best.
Milo and I are going to continue on with our little ukulele lesson now, but I hope you've enjoyed checking out my week. Tomorrow's Friday, I've got another day of working from home, but it's also the day this video is going to be released, so you're not going to be able to watch what I get up to, but it's very similar to the other days too. Hope it's been helpful for you. If there's anything you'd like to know, don't be afraid to ask. Do just drop us a comment. I'll be very happy to answer your questions. For now, take care of yourself. See you soon. Bye bye.